to back up a second. Moon Knight. I know that there's a lot of people say things about Rotten Tomatoes is not on the up and up anymore, but 93% audience score, 87 average for critics. 93%. Are we the only people that don't like?
I feel like that's bullshit.
I think it's bullshit too because I don't.
I've seen it.
Me too. I have friends who I never said anything, and they were like, "Man, are you watching that Moon Knight show? It's pretty boring."
Yeah.
I guess people. I mean, are the people that are bored aren't taking the time to go on Rotten Tomatoes?
I guess not. I mean, I haven't watched the last one right yet. Can you see my cat and dog?
But just to go back to the Marvel stuff, I think that I feel like that I was obviously like, I guess I had not seen anything good in so long. I thought all the Marvel stuff was really good. And then like Dune came out, and then I watched like Station 11, and then I watched some really good shows. And now I'm going back and watching Marvel stuff and going, this is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
This is all kind of shitty, with the exception of like Endgame had to be what Endgame was, and it was the culmination, so it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man Far From Home was not that good. I've never watched it a second time. I've had no interest.
I didn't watch it.
Spider-Man No Way Home was amazing, but that was a one-off movie that I thought was really good. So, I mean, I think maybe I just hadn't seen anything really good in so long that I thought the Marvel movies were actually good.
You had COVID brain. You were locked inside.
I guess, and then now that I've seen some good stuff, like I gotta watch the second, third episode should be out already, but The Man Who Fell to Earth, the first episode, it was on
I think it's on Netflix, isn't it?
Oh, you want to hear something messed up that's on Netflix that I hate?
What?
So
Right.
Mike Myers, I always like Mike Myers. He's a funny guy, right?
Right.
He's doing this show called the Pentaverate. So it's supposed to be like a ripoff of the Illuminati, which I think is coincidentally, coming out the same time because it just was released today. And with Doctor Strange and their Illuminati coming out on Friday, I think it's ridiculous. So it's supposed to be like a comedy or something, but there's a lot of cursing, a lot of adult language, and a lot of weird stuff that's happening. And ultimately,
What
Mike
show
Myers,
is
this is the Pentaverate.
Oh, I saw the preview for that. That looked pretty funny.
It's terrible. I just watched the first
Oh.
episode. It is terrible. Mike Myers plays multiple people.
Yeah. Well, Mike Myers is
I like
supposed to be
Mike
such an asshole. Nobody would deal with him anymore. So the only thing he's in anymore is stuff that he does himself because nobody will work with him.
Well, it's a Netflix original. It's needlessly vulgar. Like there's weird vulgar parts of it, and I'm fine with dirty humor. Like
We
I'm
know
not,
you're fine with vulgar. We know it. It's okay. You don't have to tell us.
not a prude or
How much
anything.
alcohol?
But like if it has a point, like if it's part of a joke and not just like I'm saying something nasty to say something nasty, it's like that. And it's just like there's jokes and there's punchlines, but then you're not built up to it, so it's like it's not funny and it's just kind of gross. And then they say gross words for genitals and stuff, and it's just not. Yes, it's just I'm really sad because I love Mike Myers.
In
Who
the preview,
married an axe murderer?
oh, that's a great movie. That's one of my favorite movies ever.
Love
yeah.
it.
Yeah. She smelled like soup.
Harriet, sweet Harriet.
I haven't heard that line forever.
He's gonna cry himself to sleep on his giant pillow.
Yeah, that. Hello.
I saw that in college.
Yeah, there's a
I
lot
went and
of
saw,
good-
I went and saw that in college, and then I had to grab all of my friends and make them go back and see it with me because I went by myself because they didn't want to go, and I was like, it's really, really good. We have to go back and see it. And everybody went and saw it, and then everybody was like, yeah, that was really good. And then I went and saw a movie called Rockula with Thomas Dolby and Mickey Basil in it, and I made my friends go see that, and they're like, okay, you're back to zero.
Never even heard of that one.
That
I
one was
saw-
terrible.
I saw I married an axe murderer when I was in high school. That was one of the first movies that I saw when I came back to the United States from Germany. And like I was playing catch up because I didn't get to watch all those
Yeah.
weird shows that all the other people were watching when I was a kid, when they were in high school, because we had Happy Days and Friends and like Seinfeld are the things that we got on American television over
Yeah, you
there.
said, yeah.
Yeah, so all those cool shows that happened in like the late 90s and early 2000s, I didn't see those until I came back. So I missed out.
Yeah, a girl I dated grew up in Switzerland for a while. Her dad worked in banking over there, and we had like there was a whole like decade of pop culture references she did not get at all.
Yeah, I still don't get some of them.
She'd not heard of it. He was always talking about weird European music of that. There's
Yeah.
always really, like crap. Like I love European music, but the stuff she was talking about was like crap.
Well, like all the US record companies, they push them through Europe to hone their skill before they bring them back to the US. So all those bands that you guys were enjoying in the early to mid 2000s, they'd already wrapped around Germany and all that area several times before they got up to y'all.
I wasn't enjoying any band in the 2000s. They all sucked.
Ace of Base, I saw the sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Of my eyes. That's the only one I got. And
Yeah.
all the boy bands that are still boy banding, they're still doing it.
United
Yeah.
loves all the boy bands. That's why he's Frozen.
We're gonna make a t-shirt out of one of these Frozen things. I swear to God, I will do it. I will start our merch
That one looks pretty.
with
Now
chips.
he's gone away.
Chips, but yeah, there ain't shit on Netflix. There's this one show that I absolutely hate. And are you ready for this? Okay, I'm gonna describe it to you and you tell me what you think about it. I'm not gonna even tell you what the name is. So there's children. They range in age from 2 to 5. The parents leave them and go to work for the day. Children 2 to 5. They are left with this production company and a list of tasks to complete, which include going to the dry cleaner, bringing their parents lunch, going to the grocery store with a list. And having money. These are 2 to 5-year-olds that
In Germany?
walk around getting the stuff that they need to get. This is a Japanese Netflix original show. And that's what they do. So, and they did like a behind the scenes where they like you could see it's one cameraman following this 2-year-old around getting dry cleaning, and they're expected to be able to get it. And you can see them, you can see the little pressure on these little babies' faces.
Yeah,
They're
I
just-
will never watch that of my own free will.
It hurts my mom heart.
Court order for me to watch that. Did you
It
watch?
hurts.
Did you watch Witcher? Did you ever watch those?
I love Witcher.
Yeah, that was worth watching. That was.
I
good.
love The Witcher. That's one of the few things Netflix has made that, it's I am probably gonna give up Netflix, but
Oh.
then when they do the next season of Witcher, I'll probably get it to watch the next season.
What I do is I don't have enough time anyway, so I rotate those.
Yeah.
So I'll have Hulu or Netflix. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to get Paramount Plus back to watch the new Star Trek when it comes out. And I'll watch it all alone, and I won't mention it to anybody so nobody can shit all over it while I enjoy it.
Good, because I hate Star
I think it's on Netflix, isn't it? Oh, I think he's frozen again.
I don't know.
Yeah, you are frozen again. We can, you got robot voice and frozen head. Wait,
no,
move. Now you got voice.
no,
Okay.
it's